One of the things that I hear most often working with people about communication and storytelling is that, oh, I don't have much of a story to tell. My life's pretty okay, pretty alright, nothing much is going on. That seems to be the default position for many of us, that we just sort of don't recognize that the things that we do in our daily lives can be turned into many stories, and sometimes very, very simple things can make great stories. I guess the thing is that we've sort of kind of outsourced our thinking and our belief in our own ability in storytelling to a whole lot of professionals. And we don't sort of gather around the campfire, we don't gather around our lounge or sitting rooms, we don't gather and share stories quite the same way that we used to. We used to do it largely, I guess, face to face, obviously. Then there were telephones and dial telephones. But now, of course, with so much that's digital and so much complexity in our world, we sort of kind of handed over the great storytelling to clever people over there, somewhere else, not ourselves. But we all do have great stories, and in fact, that's how we best connect with one another more than any other form of communication. Because really, what other forms of communication are there that have a high human element in it? I have a vision that I've held since I was very small, and it took me many, many years to realize what it was. And it's really humanity as one. And that's a really big goal, a big vision, isn't it? But it's something I actually do really care about, and I get up every day somewhere in my makeup wanting to do something about that, to have people get each other across whatever perceived massive differences they might think that they have with one another. We have seen people kill each other across this planet in the thousands and hundreds of thousands over perceived differences that in actual fact, up close, face to face, probably didn't exist at all. We just thought each other was very different from one another. Storytelling, I believe, can bridge that. We all tell the same sorts of stories primarily in all the cultures of the world. It's a very democratic, unifying thing. Kotahitanga, that wonderful concept from Te Ao Māori, which talks about oneness and unity, is something that we can actually start to achieve far more with the use of stories that connect. So I've got a passionate belief in storytelling as an opportunity for us to create unity in our difference. So, because of that, I've done a lot of work in this area over many, many years actually, and the latest thing I've been doing with it is a workshop called Talk Talk, and that's about getting some traction from your talk, from your communication, so that you actually are valuing that beautiful gift that human beings have to communicate verbally with complexity of language and connect with each other in ways that any other species on the planet can't quite do. It's a real privilege to walk this planet with that kind of ability, I think, and we could make the best use of it by the great stories that we create together as communities right across this planet. That's kind of my big aim. So come and join me for our next Talk Talk workshop. Get around what your big intentions and visions might be and how you might translate those into stories for all sorts of people to actually unify them, connect them, get everybody on this turn of phrase that actually annoys me, but it's actually quite useful, on the same page, even if we're singing different harmonies that all are on the same page, like singing from the same hymn book, maybe high, maybe low, but if it kind of comes together, then there is kind of a harmony about it, isn't there? So, next workshop coming up, June 22 here in Auckland. We're also looking at developing some more resources that we're going to put online probably over the next 6 months, so watch out for that as well and get in touch with me. If you want to register for that workshop, you can do so below this little video, and any thoughts that this evokes for you, let me know, because I'm really keen to develop more and more conversations about storytelling, great communication, vision, and how we pull that all together. Kia ora.